everybody, it's Ross here and welcome back. So in this video I have a product review of Bachmann's ALCO S4. Now in this review, please keep in mind, I'm not going to gut it apart and all this other nonsense. I don't have the workbench completed for that yet. I'm just going to unbox it, put it up, share my thoughts, and go from there. So right off the start, we have Bachmann's signature DCC sound value on board in the red box. Apparently that's what the red box is for. It's like the best bang for your buck quality, I guess. Nothing typical or special. Let's just open her up here. If we can get her open. And we'll just carefully slide it out. I really do say though, I like how locomotives now come in this foldable plastic. It really does keep them a lot safer compared to stuff I've gotten in the past. And we have a quick start guide. Oh, there's the warranty and parts diagrams. Mode of operation. What's on the back. Okay. Lovely. Add that to my box up. Parts diagrams. Have the 1 year limited warranty, United States and Canada, a little card, forget what that's for, and a little subscription for Williams Bachmann trains or whatever. Fantastic. I do say though, it's got a bit of weight to it. I'm trying to remember the rest of the description. I think that's a die-cast chassis. I can't remember. And we got a tab right here. Doesn't even pop out. Just literally sitting like so. Easy. Oh, easy. There we go. And voila. And there's the New York Central System, ALCO RS4. Even on the back, it's got a S4 diesel, New York System. Now, I didn't really care much for the livery. I just wanted something that had sound value. And this was up for $69.99 United States dollars on trainworld.com. There is quite a bit of weight to it, though. Of course, it's all plastic shell, right? Plastic trucks. Lots of little detailing. Numbers. I guess it's the backup lights. Yep. I like that. Man, look at the detailing on that that guard there. Lots of fine black and white lines. Same thing on the front. Now, I've been doing some research, and the S2 and S4s are pretty much the same engine. Just the S4s, I believe, had a little more horsepower. And I'm not sure if the headlight design was based on between the S2 and S4. Because I looked up some Canadian National and CP Rail ones. And their headlight design between the S2 and S4 pretty much remained the same. Still, that's impressive. Alright, I'm going to set this up on the track and go a little more over the other details. Now, folks, I do apologize about the lighting. Hopefully, sometime this month, if not next month, I'll have the studio pretty much finished up so I can do a full zoom in and better detailing on the reviews for these locomotives. Because the lighting in the train room is kind of poor. So, to begin, the chassis is 100% plastic on this one. That's typical, Bachmann's locomotives, but hey, you know what? They do make some, in their defense, they do make some nice detailed locomotives for a budget price, especially when you get them at a retailer store. This one here was on trainworld.com for $69.99 US. That's in US, not Canadian. So when you pay the exchange rate, it's about 15-20 bucks more. That's still a good deal for a sound locomotive. Heck of a good deal. So all the railing is plastic. We got nice yellow on black. The livery for the New York Central System, that's pretty nice too. I thought for a moment when I looked down on the website it was a US Army one, but that's what the New York Central went with. Like I put out earlier, the front and back got nice black painted stripes. We do have metal cut levers back and rear. Easy Mate Mark II couplings. I will switch those to KD at some point. The trucks itself, they're plastic, but they got painted middle wheels on the inside, I would presume, not the outside where you want them to pick up on the railing here. And yeah, you know, it's all just plastic, plastic, plastic. Very clean detailing though. Don't know if the back coupler cut lever moves. No, not really. What about the front one? Yep, it does. I really don't want to play with it because it would probably wreck the rails. So I'm going to plug this in and see what happens. So right away, as other reviews I looked at, you plug it in, there's your sound. There's no startup or shutdown sequence. For me, that's personally okay because if you get too many sounds, it may cause problems. And I'm not sure how the audio's going to pick up on the recording until I go to do the edits later. But that sounds really nice from my perspective, right where I'm sitting. So, let's go to the functions. Oh, and by default, this locomotive is address 3, like all the other ones come out of the manufacturing district. Let's see here. Function key 0, dims, headlights. F1's bell. F2's whistle. F3 short whistle. Where's the mute button? F8. I'm pressing 8 and nothing's happening. About 9. 10. Mind you, this is on Bachmann's easy command. Let's try 7. 7 says it's a dimmer. F6 smoke if locomotive has a smoke unit equipped, which we don't. Bell. Whistle. Now these functions are working. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong here. Yes. I had it set to number 1. Now, let's try the functions here. Function 8. That fades out nice. I don't like the fact I can hear the speaker just mildly humming in there, though. Alright, so bell, number 1. Cool. Whistle. 3 is short whistle. So number 2, you press it once, and press it again to quit. Yeah, because holding it down doesn't auto-quit it. F4, steam release. I don't have that on this. F5, not applicable. F6 is smoke. 7 are dimmers. Let's get that turned around. F0 is headlights, which would be function 10 on this. Ooh, that is bright. And they auto dim depending on the facing. That's just not even broken in yet, folks. Wow, this is quiet running too. Let's turn the sound off. Okay, you can kind of hear it with the sound off. I'm barely touching the knob and that thing's just rolling. The sound back on. So yeah, the sound, even though it just stopped, you hear it wind down, right? When the sound's playing, I can't even hear the motor. So there's speed step 1, I guess. It's a Bachmann easy command controller, I can't quite tell. So let's see here, F7 is the dimmer. And switching to front or rear doesn't make any differences. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this run around, let the motor break in about 15-20 minutes forward and backwards, and we'll try pulling some rolling stock with it there, because I want to do a quick test with the rolling stock too between the metal wheels and the plastic. So that's been 15-20 minutes each way. Let's get her back in the camera here. Now one thing I did notice while watching it going around the track, this locomotive had no issues going up that small grade, whereas the ones from my digital commander set, you can actually hear them, even without pulling a load, struggle just a little bit. So it makes me wonder if the gearing in this thing is really good, or it's just properly tuned for what it needs to do, because after all, you're paying for a sound value locomotive, and from the Bachmann's website is quite a bit more. Excuse me. Now, one thing I did forget, two things I did forget. I wanted to do a front, back, and some side shots with it in the real life thing. I'll get to that at the end of the video. But one thing important I forgot to check was if this thing had middle bearings or not. Okay, I didn't see... Oh, first go? Almost. Yeah, I didn't see any middle bearings that I could see. I'll have to take the thing apart and take a look. Or better yet, let's blow up the parts diagram here. Should be one for the trucks. Now, without further ado, let's hook this thing up and see how she handles. I'm going to start with 3 pieces of rolling stock. I got them set up on the siding here. I'll just power back up here. So that resets the mute button. And yeah, see how she handles 3 on metal wheels. And of course metal wheels roll easy, right? Function forces dynamic brakes, but I don't see it. Alrighty, we're coupled in. Let's roll. This thing must be on a 14-step system by default, because that's just what the takeoff. See if she struggles going up the hill. Well, the slope. Nope, didn't slow down. I did mute the sound because I wanted to hear it. Try going backwards. See if we can hear this moaning. I think I'm on speed step 2. Nope, it's on 1. Doesn't sound like it's struggling to get up there. 2. That's impressive. It maintains the same speed. Okay, let's unhitch this load and load up the next one on plastic wheels. Oh no, my caboose! It's gonna be my shorthand, right? Could be an operator here. No signs of struggling yet. No sounds of struggle. Let's get her back in the yard and couple up to the other 3. Right, let's pull away. I actually noticed a very slight pickup in speed as the locomotive just got over that hump. Now let's bring it all backwards. Step 2. I think that's step 2. And it first kicks in just as I wanted to hear it, see if there's any relief on the motor. So there we have it, folks. Bachmann's ALCO S4. Quite frankly, I give this a big thumbs up. This locomotive has really impressed me for a budget DCC system with soooo. And the pulling the rolling stock, absolutely no problems between mixed metal and plastic wheels. I'm pretty sure this thing will handle pulling more than 10, probably no problem. But that'll be in a future video where I'm going to test my shunting yard locomotives, and see which ones pull better best and for what operations I plan to do with them. Like weighty, like this little guy here, he's weighty, but spoiler alert, that little yellow one wouldn't do more than 4 plastic wheeled models. Alright everybody, take care and thanks for watching, and do enjoy the front, side, and rear shots I was able to pull up for New York Central Systems ALCO's S4 to the model. And feel free to post below any discrepancies you think might need fixing. Thanks for watching again. Take care and keep safe from COVID, folks.